Hello there everybody, it's Mark here, checking in at Ditching a Drink. I hope you guys are well. Sorry I haven't put any content out on this channel for a couple of weeks. Been extremely busy doing other stuff and getting things finished and whatnot. Got a spare bit of time now, so I thought I'll check in with you guys and see how you are. In this video I'm going to talk about day-to-day living without the aid of alcohol and how you get through day-to-day life without alcohol, or wanting to drink alcohol to make you want to cope with life, which is what I was doing in the end. In the end of the drinking, I was drinking every day, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. I was a top-up drinker, so basically I'd drink just enough in the morning to get me through to the afternoon where I'd do my job, drink on that and come home and have my proper drink at home until blackout basically. And I always have to be keeping topped up. So my main priority of the day before anything else was drink. I always had to have it accessible, always had to be there. I always had to make sure I had enough, so I bought shit tons of it and concealed it around my flat and hidden it and all sorts of crazy mad stuff like that. And it's only until you take the alcohol out that you are left with this big void basically in your life where you used to drink alcohol to fulfill. So as you put down alcohol, and you put it down for quite a considerable or respectable amount of time, one day at a time, you start to find you have these gaps in the day and where you would be drinking otherwise, and these can be quite triggering basically in early sobriety, I found. So I had to find something positive or things to do what would take my mind off not wanting to drink at that time. So I'd say between the first 3 and 6 months, it was just me getting back into some sort of routine of living, basically eating proper meals, not necessarily going out and socialising with friends. I just used to go to work, come back, do a bit of cleaning, and then just try and get through the night the best I could really without having to go outside to outside sources. So you sort of have to keep yourself as a recluse in the early days. I did. Don't get me wrong, I'd go out occasionally when I felt more confident to be around people and more confident to be in a social setting, but I found early on that just sticking to your own routine and finding what works for you was beneficial for me, and I did that for, I'd say, 6 months, and then I started to build up more confidence. It's a practice remaining sober, so it's not something that can be perfected. We only get a day-to-day reprieve from this stuff. So complacency is a no-no. Don't think because you're sober for 2 or 3 weeks that you've mastered it, because it's an ongoing thing. We're always going to have a drink problem, whether we're drinking or not. And it's just finding healthy balances in your life really. Like, number one for me was eating proper meals, because if you eat properly, your mental health's right, your physical health's right, and you just overall a better mindset, better physical shape, better physical health. And then I started to work on my sleep, started to get them 8 or 9 hours solid sleep, which I needed, which alcohol was never giving me. I thought I was asleep with alcohol, but I wasn't. I was pretty much awake with my eyes closed most of the time, or the times I thought I was asleep, I was in blackout, so I wasn't getting a proper rest. So my body was exhausted and stripped of nutrients and vitamins, but I wasn't replacing with food or food replacements. So that's how I sort of got through the early sobriety. And I did a lot of meetings which kept me sober. Met some people in those meetings, gave me their number and said, reach out if you're having a problem or you feel like you need a drink, please do let us know, and we'll try and help you the best we can. And I use those numbers religiously when I first come around, and I still do today. I connect to people of my type on a day-to-day basis, because it's important to check in with other alcoholics or people with alcoholism, to just check in basically and tell them that you're okay and see how their day's going. And it's nice just to get that contact with somebody who can relate to you, because a lot of people who don't have this disease of alcoholism don't understand alcoholism. Now, I've talked about stigma around the alcoholism in other videos, but there is a huge, massive stigma around the whole disease. So basically, people would just think that you are not very good to society because you have a drink problem. Now, there's many different types of drinkers. There's social drinkers, there's binge drinkers, there's out and out 24-hour day, 7 day a week drinkers. There's many different forms, and you know, mine did start socially and ended very badly over progression. Um, so it's not something I got overnight, I could say. But when you mention that you are an alcoholic to people, or people ask why you don't drink, and you say, I don't drink because I'm giving up, I had a problem and I don't want to go back to it, they sort of take that step back and sort of like alienate you. I found some people, not all, 99% of them are supportive in your decision and will support you on your journey because it's a good positive thing you're doing. And you know, it's positive, and everyone likes a winner. Everyone likes to see somebody achieve something what is otherwise impossible. Some people find it impossible to stop drinking, so I'm grateful and lucky that I am one of the blessed ones that have had the opportunity to get sober and remain sober. So it's important that I don't waste this opportunity, because I've only got one left, basically. You know, in the end, I'd lost everything. The only way, you know, life was going to go for me was death. I had nothing else left to lose. I'd lost all morals, respect, everything. But now that I've got some sort of stuff back in my life, not immaterial, you know, I've got material things, don't get me wrong, but I don't find happiness in them. I've got this, I've got a nice relationship to look forward to. I've got good times, I've got opportunities and stuff. And these are the things I always wanted before I picked up a drink. And the vodka in the end was just not allowing me to achieve what I should have been achieving in life anyway. So I'm sort of playing catch up at the age of 29, basically. And you know, I'm fortunate that I'm still at an age to still sort of make a life of myself and do what I want to do, and find out what I enjoy. That's another thing. Finding out what you actually enjoy is you know, a good thing to do, because there's so much stuff I do now what I never did drinking, and I actually enjoy it. And I like different musics. I like taking photography. Photography is massive for me. I love it. You know, I like taking photographs, as you guys know. If you're on my social media, I just plug a load of photographs on there, and I really do enjoy that, and I get satisfaction out of that. But day-to-day living with alcohol in the early days can be hard, but it gets easier. So sticking, hang on as hard as you can, because sobriety does get better, and it's a life absolutely worth living. I can't describe what I've achieved and how I felt and stuff I've done in sobriety. It's just absolutely unbelievable. And I don't do it for ego. I don't tell people how good it is out of ego, because I want people to look up to me or think of me in a different way. I do it to just ensure people who have a problem that you can get sober and live a happy, promising, opportunist life. And it is possible, guys. So don't think it's impossible. It starts with a decision of wanting to stop drinking, and then you can go from there. And once you've admitted you've got a problem with the drink, you know, you're 25% of the way there with the battle. The rest follows. So just make that decision. You know, you will have enough. Hopefully, you will have enough, and stop the madness, because it doesn't get any better. You know, every time you drink, you're just putting more petrol on the fire, basically, and it's going to explode one day. And when that does happen, it's a sorry state of affairs. People, it does happen to. People take their own lives. People take other people's lives. That's happened. People, you know, die of slow, lonely death, liver disease. There's so much unhealthy benefits, mentally and physically, to excessive alcohol use. I'm surprised it's even allowed to be sold in the shops, to be honest, but that's another argument. But yeah, I mean, I used to enjoy it, don't get me wrong. It was fucking great when you used to be out with the lads one night enjoying the crack, but not the end, you know, not that end night where it was a very dark place. And I often think back to that place and look back to where I am now, and go, you know what, I'm winning. I'm winning in terms of if I can get my head on that pillow tonight and have a drink, it's been a good day, no matter whether it's been good or bad. In between, you know, I've had a good winning day if I put that head on that pillow sober. So I'll leave it there today, guys. Hope you have a good weekend. Please do comment, like and subscribe. And if you need any support, drop me a message. I will give you my email address or even give you my number if you're really struggling, and I can help you that way. So it's nice to check in with you guys, and I hope you're well. Please do tell me how you're getting on in the comments, and share this video to anyone who might be struggling. So yeah, peace.